how I actually made money just by taking 3 steps. If there's a step you've taken that worked, we would like to also learn from the comment section. But if there's a step you've also taken that did not work, I would like to know from the comment section. A lot of people complain that there are a lot of online courses they've taken and it didn't work. So the first step before taking an online course is learn to investigate your teacher. And I will elaborate. A lot of people teach and say, I am teaching you how to create wealth. If they have not used the strategy to create money for themselves, it then means that if you put that strategy to work, you might also not get the actual results, which is the main reason why you took the course. So if you have had that issue, let's see it on the comment section. So the first thing is, I said, investigate. Become an investigator because your money is important. The second thing again you should look at is, how did I take the information? Many people go for courses and at the end of the day, they do not put to work what they learned. They are just carried away about the person's success, especially people that show, I've achieved this, I've achieved that. I don't normally do that when I'm taking a training. You need to also ask yourself a good question. Did I do the A to Z of exactly what I was taught in the classroom? Would I say I really put in my best foot to get the results that I'm getting? It's so important that you look at that, because sometimes it might be your own limiting belief, or you got to the classroom, it became so simple and you just felt, can this work? So let me explain that to you. A lot of times, some of us that are Christians, let's just go a bit into religion or being a Christian. Many think that you need to fast and pray for 500 days, 500 nights to produce a simple testimony, because they believe that everything is hard to achieve. And I say to people, no. For me, over the years, I've proven something that says money is the cheapest thing to make. Money is you and your value. So it means that it is cheap for me because it's me. So coming from me, I can create something more that will come out as value. So what that simply means is, it is cheap because I don't need a third party to create from the inside of me what value is. So when you see some information that is simple, you sometimes think that it won't work and you neglect it. Like I say this now, listen to this and listen very well. Do you know the meaning of income? A lot of time, people think income is your outward appearance or what you do outside. No, income is what you do inside. Income. Income. So if you want to increase your income, it means that it must come from within. No income can be external. If you're increasing your income based on your office, maybe 9 to 5, it means that you have added more value inward and there is a receiver. You are, and the external is paying you more because of what you have inside that you brought out. One, income, again, is something you have produced from inside that becomes currency you have put now on investment and is generated for you again. So it's income. So don't look outside for income. That is why your income has not increased. So maybe this course, this training you took, you didn't get the inner conviction that it could work, and it will not work. So what's the third thing? I said 3 things. The third thing is, which is very, 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 very important, is finding out that your teacher actually have practiced what they are teaching you. If I get a training from somebody that is exceptionally good, and I do not have what it takes to be exceptionally good at that moment of the training because I need some time, I will leverage, let me say that again. Hey, I will leverage on the expertise of my teacher. Do you know what the problem is? Many times, some of the people that are training learned a strategy, came to teach you the strategy of another person, not understanding that the person that is teaching this strategy actually practiced it to get the result. So they are just teaching you something else that they learned. Did they put it to work? That is another step you need to take to find out if they put it to work. So I recently started talking to people about when we built our Wealth Creation Academy, which you can actually attend from the comfort of your zone. A lot of people were asking me, there are some certain things I didn't put there, like things that you would naturally just see in the classroom when they're talking about economics. And I said no, because what they taught me in the classroom didn't work for me. I went to a university and I was taught business administration. I'll tell you the truth. There is nothing I was taught in that classroom that is making me wealthy. No. The first thing is that when they taught me economics, the thing about economics is we are all having a lithium and we are learning how to manage the lithium. That's already a problem. So already you are teaching me that there is lack. Where? So my mindset, which has been the problem, if you ever have thought or that you are from a family or from an environment that has been teaching you that there is so much lack, it's based on what they also learned. But if you look at, flip the coin to the very wealthy people, they don't teach their kids about lack. Rather, they say there are loopholes, cash on the loopholes. So they teach them that in the lack, there is abundance in the middle, and you should look for the strategy, which is leverage. So you can see that it's 2 words. A word of lack, a word of abundance. The class will always teach you lack. While the real word, the real money word, the real financial word, the real one though, is not the one we learned in the class, will teach you practical steps on how you can create wealth. And most times, those steps are steps that people discovered. Let me tell you one step I discovered. I discovered that it is quicker to make more money than make small money. The time you used to make a small money is a longer time. So it's harder to make $1,000 than $10,000. And these are the things I teach in the Wealth Creation Academy. And I prove it. Let me tell you something. This year, I don't want to say it here because I want to put it together and say it. It was easier for me to make $1 million than it was to make $1 million naira. $1 million naira. It was easier. That I've put together is going to be on the Wealth Creation Academy by the time I'm done, because I will show you this is what I did to make $1 million. This is what I did to make $1 million. And it was a shorter time for me to make $1 million. Once you teach that and you prove it, what the person is supposed to do is, first of all, believe it, investigate, believe, and do what this person said. When you don't get it, do it again. Sometimes in my 10% challenge, a lot of people that have really broken through are people that did it first time, second time, third time till they got it. Because the strategy does not change. It's your acceptance that needs to change. I'm sure you have learned something, and if you surely have learned, let's see it in the comment section. And most importantly, share to your friends. Let them know that wealth is important. Wealth can be created. And if I can do it, so will you. See you on the next video. I love you.